KT tape helps athletes improve their motor functions. This specific tool provides support to whatever muscle and/or bodily structure it is aiding, while allowing for blood and other bodily fluids to completely flow through that structure. It has been proven to be the ideal non-invasive remedy for muscle aches among athletes, which is why we concluded that KT tape would be the best for the job. Dancers need a concrete reminder of their posture during turns in order to turn faster with beautiful technique. So we have designed a project to begin our research on the best way to provide this support for dancers. It is crucial for dancers to perform well if they have the correct body alignment. Executing dance moves in the correct form will allow your body to move freely, more comfortably, and safely. If we put KT tape on a dancer to correct their upper body alignment, what is the effect on their performance? We hypothesize that KT tape pulling on their skin will be a key reminder for that team of muscles to work correctly and for the individual to be mindful of that part of their body.
When a dancer wears KT tape, the tape is applying pressure on prominent muscles in the back, enhancing the body's vestibular input. Vestibular input detects both rotational movements and linear movements of the head in relation to gravity, and in conjunction with other sensory systems, help us to make the necessary adjustments to our posture and movement to maintain balance. With this sensory system enhanced, the dancer is more aware and will be able to correct their posture at any point in their pirouette. According to an article in the Physical Therapy and Sports column under the Science Drug Journals, the author recommends not using KT tape in an attempt to build the muscles and make them stronger because they do not serve that purpose. This experiment was heavily focused on if the tape actually altered how the muscles functioned. The function of the KT tape in our project is to serve as a reminder for a certain team of muscles that work together as stability for posture in general. With the knowledge of our research, we are able to decide where to put the tape and the position of the upper body that we need each participant to be in when we put the tape on their skin. With this research, we decided to change our question to focus more on the psychological effects of KT tape on the dancers. The new question we posed was, does KT tape serve as a reminder to these teams of muscles? The team of muscles that is most effective in strengthening posture are the rhomboid muscles, the spinalis, longissimus, and iliocapitalis that all work together to extend the spine. The scapula is also important when you're doing a turn. It is in charge of dynamic control and dynamic scapular positioning. This determines how many times the dancer can get around in a turn. When they are turning, their abdominal muscles must be engaged, and their back must be lifted over their center of gravity. By placing the posture tape over the shoulders and upper back, it helps your client prevent rounding forward at the shoulders or collapsing forward with the pull of gravity.
To begin our observational study, we need to carefully organize our setup. iPhones for recording, tools for analysis, and KT tape were donated and provided prior to the experiment. With the help of our mentor, Dr. McNickray from USC, we drew a model of what muscles we will be focusing on and how the KT will go on the dancer's back. While the dancer performs a pirouette, there will be one camera recording directly in front of the dancer. We chose to record the pirouette from this angle since we will be capturing screenshots for each turn. Closely analyzing the videos and measuring degrees will be done using Canovia video analysis software, which brings us to our analytical portion of our project. Canovia Video Analysis Film Strip is an amazing tool to provide evidence. With the help of this software, we will be able to see how the upper body placement has changed with the help of the tape. Putting these values in a two-way table helps us establish all of the values and see them in one place. We used a series of equations to calculate the average angle of the 3 turns, then subtracted that by 180 degrees. Participant 1 had an angle difference of 1.27 degrees. Participant 2 had an angle difference of 0.66 degrees. To put the angle differences into perspective, here's a representation of what a 1-degree angle is. It is very hard to tell with the human eye, but it is important to know because it leads us to our new focus. Looking at the dancer's full body, there is a bigger improvement in body alignment as a whole during the pirouette. The easiest way to see this is by looking at how their bodies were positioned in the middle of the turn, much like the center of gravity diagram displayed earlier. Although we did not see a huge difference mathematically, we saw changes in the dancer's attitude, confidence level, and full body alignment.
After reflection, we recognized the limitations to our study. Our angle measurements were done on Canovia video analysis and done to the best of our ability. In every study, human error is inevitable. The angle measurements we took are subject to change. We acknowledge that if the dancers turn more, the angle measurements would not change by 1 degree each time. Another limitation we experienced was a small sample size. In our school, we have a small community of dancers. We could only get 2 participants to do the turns. If we had more participants of different skill levels, body types, etc., the results could show different responses to the KT tape.